1 year ago, myself, alongside Achim Steiner, the administrator for the UN Development Program, and Frans Timmermans, Vice President of the European Commission, published an op-ed clearly calling for moving towards a net positive economy, and in particular taking into consideration the role of nature. Nature is at the core in which we can solve the climate crisis. And yet here, as I am in Sharm el-Sheikh, and as we discuss the transition plan towards the CBD COP, we realize that we're actually even backtracking in terms of our climate negotiations, that we are rethinking 1.5 degrees Celsius as our anchor, that we are not actually moving forward in terms of addressing the needs of the world's most vulnerable, addressing the 100 billion commitment or the loss and damage commitments that we need to make. At the end of the day, as we have seen through the Club of Rome's work with so many economists and scientists over the last 2 years through our publication, Earth for All, a Survival Guide for Humanity, we know that nature has to be at the heart of our 5 key turnarounds. Elimination of poverty, elimination of inequality, ensuring the empowerment and diversity of more voices and actors, of women in particular, and youth and cultures, alongside a total transformation of our energy and our food systems. The conversations that are happening here at the highest levels have not moved to the degree of urgency that they absolutely need to be. They have not taken into account the needs of the financial transfer, as well as clearly the commitments from governments to embed nature into their accounting, into their NDCs, and into the way in which they address the reduction of carbon in our atmosphere. Our systems compass, which initially actually was looking and addressing the European Green Deal, trying to see if this incredible vision, this ambitious way of moving forward to ensure the decarbonization of the European region in sync with ensuring a more social Europe, demonstrates that we need to put in place key value-based principles in order to move forward, redefine our governance, redefine our extractive model, which depletes our natural resources and creates such a strain on our economies because they actually do not service people, planet, and prosperity at the same time. Address competitiveness, address the way in which we lead our governments and our businesses. These principles have now been adapted from an international lens. Our international compass is trying to address the importance of the impact that a region like Europe will have as it continues to move towards its European Green Deal. What does that mean in terms of our trade partners? What does that mean in terms of material flows? How can we act in true partnership to ensure that we have a green and social deal at a global level rather than just at a regional level? My message today is actually that in 1 year of calling for a nature-positive economy, with Achim Steiner, with Frans Timmermans, we have not acted fast enough, nor gotten to the place that we need to be. I very much hope that as we transition into the CBD COP, we recognize the feedback loops that need to be created in terms of the policy aims, that we optimize the different actors that are part of ensuring that we can match those aims, that we bring in the importance of our caretakers, the Indigenous people, the youth, the women, and that we ensure that we put in place the right capital flows to protect our natural resources while we decarbonize. And I would like to show my appreciation for the way in which the Nature for Life Hub has brought us together to think through some of these dilemmas so that we can truly make this a decade of action.